They look like Vikings.
There is humour in some situations. I'll tell you this one really quickly. Many, many years ago, I went to a case. It was a guy who had booked himself into a hotel and he'd stood on the little luggage rack thing, the X thing that you put your suitcase on, the little thing. He stood on that, hooked a belt round his neck, hooked the buckle of the belt into the top of the door, shut the door, and kicked the thing away and hung himself. So we turn up. And the guy who owns the hotel says, well, I can't take you into the room because the belt, he's dangling from the door. So they take us in next door.
Sure.
And we go over the balcony and in through the French windows.
Wow.
And there's the guys dangling.
How high up are you?
Second floor.
Okay.
Well, I mean, still, it's
10, 15 feet. But
yeah, it's still it was grass underneath. You'd have survived, but even so. And the balconies are kind of close together.
Yeah.
Only, maybe a foot apart. Anyway, so we turn up and we go in. Now, bearing in mind this is the early 80s when, how shall I put this delicately, detectives like to drink.
Yeah.
And especially senior detectives. And if you wanted to find a superintendent or a chief superintendent or a chief inspector, he'd normally be in the pub or he'd be in a bar somewhere. Well, they called this chief superintendent and they said, we need you on the scene. This guy's committed suicide and we need you to come. But you can't come in the room where you stayed. You have to come in next door. Okay, that's fine. We get there. Bearing in mind the photographer has now arrived because he has to take scene of crime photos to make sure there's no foul play and that it was him that did it. And blah, blah, blah. So he gets his photo thing and he's just getting himself set up. And the door of the room opens in walks the drunk chief superintendent. But of course, the guy who's hanging on the door plummets to the ground.
Oh, no.
And hits his head on a bedside cabinet.
Oh.
So now the photographer is saying, what do we do? So two guys picked him up, they hooked the belt back through the door, they shut the door and they took the photos. And when he went to have the post-mortem, I wish I could remember his name, it's Sir Ian something, he's one of the pathologists.
McKellen?
He said, can we explain the L-shaped cut on his forehead? And when he was told the story, he said, yeah, I'll just say we're not quite sure how that happened. So there's the humour in that.
They look like Vikings.